If you're weary of waiting, weary of praying for a husband who still hasn't come, weary of preparing your heart and life while no one pursues, weary of walking in purity while others seem to be rewarded for compromise, pause. Don't scroll past this. This word is for the woman who's doing everything right, praying with hope, holding her standards high, choosing patience over settling, and yet she feels forgotten, overlooked, left behind in the silence. If that's you, take a deep breath. This message isn't just encouragement, it's clarity. It's what heaven wants you to hear right now. Drop a comment below and say, "I'm here," if this speaks to your season. Let's create a space where waiting women are truly seen, heard, and held. And if your heart is hungry for more than comfort, if you're ready for truth that transforms how you wait, follow this channel now. Because what's coming next? It might just reshape your whole journey. Let me speak directly to the woman, the one who shows up to yet another wedding, still single. The one who slips into another bridesmaid dress, but still no ring. The one who loves with her whole heart, yet no one has chosen her back. The one who whispers quietly, "God, did you forget me?" Sister, hear this clearly. He has not forgotten you. Your waiting is not punishment. Your prayers have not gone unheard. Your tears are seen. Even when his timing feels painfully slow, it is still perfect. So, pause. Take a deep breath. Have you ever asked God that haunting question, "What about me?" Drop those words in the comments. Share your heart, because your story might be the hope someone else desperately needs. If this message touches your soul, like it. Share it. Tag a sister who's still in the waiting. Because this space, it's more than a feed, it's a lifeline. You are not forgotten. Your waiting is never wasted. Let me speak directly to your soul. You don't have to feel chosen to be set apart. You don't have to feel beautiful to be becoming the woman God is forming. You don't have to feel pursued to still be worth the wait. Because faithfulness, it's not a mood, it's not a fleeting moment, it's a flame, a quiet, holy flame that flickers through the coldest nights but never goes out. Even when you feel empty, that fire inside you, it's still burning, steady, sacred, alive. So, if this speaks to your heart, say it aloud right now. My faithfulness is not defined by feelings. I am set apart. Then drop those words in the comments. Let's build a bonfire of faith together. Tag a sister who needs this reminder. Her flame still matters. And if you need fuel for your fire, subscribe and turn on notifications. Because what's coming next will stir your soul and steady your steps. Your wait is not wasted. Your story is still unfolding. And your flame will not go out. If your fire feels small, but it's still burning, right now, drop a "My light is still lit" in the comments. Because sometimes the greatest victory isn't loud or flashy. It's quiet. It's the courage to survive the silence. To hold on when every part of you wants to give up. Your quiet faith, your steady hope. That is true power. If you're still here, still believing, still waiting, let us know. And if this message touches your heart, share it with someone who needs to hear this. Their flame isn't out yet. Remember, the smallest spark can start the fiercest wildfire. Keep that fire alive. You are never alone. Let me say it clearly. The waiting season you're walking through is not punishment. It's a sacred preparation ground. This is where the roots of your destiny grow deeper, stronger, invisible to the world, but alive and thriving beneath the surface. This is not delay. It's divine discipline, not denial. It's development. God is not just preparing a man for you. He's preparing you for the man you're meant to walk beside. Every moment of waiting is shaping you, refining you, making you ready for a love that honors the woman you've become. If this truth gives you hope, type "I'm ready" in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe, because this journey is just beginning. Together, we'll face this season of preparation with courage and faith. Your waiting is purposeful. Your future is worth every second. Faithfulness looks like this: praying for a husband, even when no one else is praying for you. Saying no to temptation, even when your heart is tired of waiting. Worshipping alone in your quiet moments, while others walk down the aisle. Turning to the Word when loneliness crashes over you like a wave. Trusting the bridegroom long before the groom arrives. This is the courage of faith, the unseen commitment that quietly shapes your character and builds your future. If you see yourself in this list, drop a faithful in the comments. Let's celebrate the strength it takes to keep choosing God's timing. And if you want more encouragement to stand strong in your waiting, make sure to subscribe and share this message with a sister who needs to hear it today. Your faithfulness is powerful. Your story is far from over. It's Ruth, showing up to glean in the fields, unaware that Boaz's eyes were on her. It's Hannah, praying fiercely, even when others misunderstood the depth of her ache. It's Mary, saying yes to God's plan, even when it meant surrendering comfort, timeline, and reputation. And it's you, still showing up, day after day, heart open, faith unshaken. You are walking in the footsteps of women who chose faith over fear, hope over despair. If you're still here, still believing, type "I'm showing up" in the comments below. Let their stories inspire you. Subscribe now, because this journey you're on is sacred, and you are never alone. Keep showing up. Your moment is on the way. If this is your season, type "still showing up" right now. Because even when no one applauds, even when it feels like you're invisible or being passed by, heaven sees. God sees the quiet, yes, you whisper through your tears. He sees the boundaries you hold firm in secret. He sees the way you keep believing, even when it breaks your heart. That kind of love, that kind of obedience, that's true worship. And hear this promise: well done, good and faithful servant. Not for fame, not for followers, not for perfection, but for faithfulness. If you're committed to that kind of faith, comment "faithful" below. Let's encourage one another to keep pressing forward. Subscribe now for more powerful truths to strengthen your spirit during this season of waiting. Your faithfulness is your victory. Your story is being written by the one who never forgets. Let me give you truth for the hard days. You don't have to be loud to be loyal. You don't have to be pursued to be precious. You don't have to be seen to be significant. And you don't have to be chosen by a man to be chosen by God. Picture this: a woman on her knees, pouring out her heart in prayer, reading scripture in a quiet, dimly lit room, walking alone, yet standing tall, unwavering in her faith, laughing with friends, all the while quietly holding on to hope. If no one applauds your consistency, heaven does. If no one notices your no in those private moments, the Father sees it all. He sees every tear you shed. He hears every silent groan, and he calls your hidden faithfulness a sweet fragrance rising before his throne. If this truth comforts you, type "seen" in the comments. And be sure to subscribe and share this message with someone who needs to know their quiet faith is powerful. Your faithfulness matters, even when it feels invisible. You may not be in your harvest yet, but right now, you are sowing with hunger and hope. As Psalm 126, 5-6 reminds us, those who sow in tears will reap with songs of joy. He who goes out weeping, carrying seed to sow, will return with songs of joy, carrying sheaves with him. Your waiting is not wasted. You are watering the seed of God's promises. You are standing firm through every storm. You are growing quietly, unseen. And soon, sooner than you think, God will make all things beautiful in His perfect timing. If you're still sowing, drop "It's my time, Lord" in the comments below. Tag someone holding on, shaky hands, steady faith. Because your faithfulness today is the foundation for the joy coming tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe for more encouragement to keep pressing on. Your harvest is on the way. It's not easy, but it's eternal. It's not fast, but it's forming you. It's not loud, but it's lasting. Because what you're building in the dark, God will honor in the light. The world rewards the fruit, but God rewards the roots. So stay planted, stay pure, stay patient, even when it hurts, even when no one's watching, even when it feels like you're the last one left. Because that kind of worship, the kind that costs you something, God never forgets. Save this for the nights you almost settle. Send this to a woman who's still waiting well. Follow for more truth to hold you while you wait. You are seen, you are growing, and you are exactly where God is working.